What's up, you guys? It's your host, Galadon Gaming. A little late today on today's video, but the show must go on. Galamom loves Clash Royale, and she's been very sick. Thank you guys for the well wishes, but she's dealing with cancer, and anybody who has dealt with that understands that it is not an easy thing. And but she insisted. She's like, get out there, make your video for the day. She is playing Clash Royale. She is continuing to play as often as she can. You guys ready for this? She's got 2 accounts. She has a level 8 and a level 9 account. So if you ever run into Galamom, or I forget what her mini's name is, her mini. Anyway, my mom has a mini. But like I said, today's video we're talking about 1 hit point left replays, and we've got a couple of them today. One from a fellow clan member, Freak Show in Full Attack, and another from somebody who just mentioned me on social media. I was able to stop by their clan, and we will give them a shout out in just a moment after we watch this battle. But I gotta say, the balancing, it kind of makes things like this a little more frequent, and I love to see it. It's awesome to see the very, very close replays, especially when, of course, you're on the winning end. Doesn't always happen, especially to me, but right here, Freak Show is going to get this as close as it possibly can be. Now, you can see he's dealing with the Inferno Dragon, Lava Hound Dragon deck, so a very much airborne deck on the other side. Luckily for him, he has brought the Inferno Tower. That's going to help out dealing with that Lava Hound. But the Inferno Dragon does burn the Hog Rider down before it gets to the tower. Eventually, everybody else, and here comes the Inferno Dragon. And it doesn't look like he's going to be able to squeeze a tank in front of the Inferno Dragon, but Freak dropping his Inferno of his own, and Inferno versus Inferno action, and the tower wins, but not by much. Both of them burning the other down, the tower just about to expire with a minute left in this battle. Alright, this is also post-balancing update, so if you watch Freak Show's Poison Spell, it will slow things like we won't see anymore. Also, a lot of people pointing out today on social media that the Clash Royale team forgot to change the tooltip. They forgot to change the description of the Poison Spell. It does no longer slow attack and movement speed, but it still says it. At least it will until the next update when they make that correction. Alright, big push coming in from Sin PT. Okay. And the Lightning Spell trying to get the Inferno Tower out of the way. Doesn't quite get the job done. Too many other units in the area. Lava Hound goes down. You can see both players have taken a lot of damage on that right lane tower. There is the Miner in there as well. So a complicated deck. So many airborne units and the Miner. I found personally that that is probably the hardest deck for me to deal with right now is Lava Hound Miner. I just hate that, and definitely might make a video on it in the future. Who knows? Maybe I will even try the strategy out myself. If it works so well against me, maybe it'll work well for me. Alright, so here we go. We're getting into overtime, and check out the Miner on the right-hand side. It looks like it's about to get that tower down with a Lightning Spell as well. The Miner temporarily frozen. There's a Poison Spell on the opposing tower. The Freeze Spell, the Miner is going to get the tower down to 1 hit point, and check out the taunt. I think that was a BM crying eyes, and it cost him. The Poison Spell takes the tower down. Freak Show with the closest possible victory, winning that by 1 crown and 1 hit point. Alright, we do have one more 1 hit point replay later on this episode, but first I wanted to check out this another interesting replay from Freak Show of Full Attack. Not sure why he keeps on coming up with these replays, but I'm telling you, this game is just exciting. It lends itself to these strange outcomes, these unusual strategies, and as the game continues to grow, I think we are going to see more of this. Super happy to see the Giant Poison nerf, so we won't see that dominating the leaderboards and tournaments any longer. Alright, let's get into this. Also, hey, I'm excited about this Elixir Pump change. I haven't tried it yet. I'm curious if you guys have input, what you think has changed so far with the Elixir Collector nerf, this change that makes it more expensive yet produces more Elixir. But they didn't add hit points to it, which I noticed a lot of people were complaining about already. And right here, Freak Show already losing a tower. His 3 Musketeers costly there. He lost 2 of 3 to the Lightning Spell, and that tower quickly out of the way. Lumberjack in there as well. Things not looking good for Freak. Only a minute into this battle, and he is so far behind. Talk about a hole that you've got to dig yourself out of. So yes, this might be the point that somebody like, oh, maybe Friendly Streaming Galadon might decide to move on to a different account, or something might happen to the iPad. But no, Freak Show's not going to give up, never say die attitude. He is going to try to come back. You can see he's got the P.E.K.K.A. ready. Interesting deck. P.E.K.K.A. Miner, 3 Musketeers. So he's got another Elixir Collector down, a pre-nerf Elixir Collector. P.E.K.K.A moving forward. That should help take care of that giant that is coming. You can see his opponent has the giant bowler lumberjack lightning deck. Very common, not really, deck. But again, that's what I like about it. We are seeing more and more diversity. Lots of different cards being used. Here come 3 more Musketeers, but 2 of the 3 go right, and 2 of the 3, including one that went left, get taken out by the lightning spell immediately. Quick reaction time by his opponent. He obviously knows that the 3 Musketeers are going to be coming at him, so he's going to do his best to save that spell for whenever they are there. Now, on the right-hand side, there's the tower down. The giant kind of, I think, was meant, and we'll see this later, the giant was meant to kite the P.E.K.K.A away from the tower. You saw where he placed the giant kind of in the center. Didn't work out, but he's not done yet. So there is another lightning spell, the perfect counter to the 3 Musketeers. Doesn't work out well for Freak Show. And get ready for this because the kiting has just begun. Okay, so Freak Show drops the big P.E.K.K.A in on the left-hand side. There is the giant, and this is what he did the first time. He tried to get the giant to pull the P.E.K.K.A around, just like this. Here comes the P.E.K.K.A completely away from the tower. The giant able to be used on defense to kite the P.E.K.K.A away, and on offense to get to the tower. The P.E.K.K.A finally turns the corner and is completely on the wrong side of the battlefield now. We're going into overtime, and that is not where Freak Show wanted that P.E.K.K.A, but here comes a second P.E.K.K.A and a second kite, only picking up the first P.E.K.K.A once again. So this P.E.K.K.A quickly becoming a marathon runner has gone all the way across the screen twice now. Here comes the giant down the left-hand side. The same P.E.K.K.A still alive. The newer P.E.K.K.A got eliminated down the right by the lumberjack and the mega minion. And here we go again. Another kite move by the giant. This time pulling the P.E.K.K.A and all of the barbarians. But the 3 Musketeers are down. 2 of the 3 go after the tower. And that is the end of this battle. Really interesting kiting move from the opponent there with that giant pulling the P.E.K.K.As all over the place, but Freak Show manages to get those 3 Musketeers in and gets the win. Alright, so for our final replay of the day, we look to Riley Black Fox from Supaw Furries. This guy looked me up on Twitter, sent me a tweet, said he had an amazing 1 hit point replay that I could not miss. So of course, I grabbed one of my accounts, ran over there, and sure enough, there was the replay in the clan chat. So again, if this happens to you guys, be sure to tweet me. Like I tell my own clan members though, please be very specific. Let me know exactly what it is about the replay that you think makes it worth watching, and maybe I will be able to stop by your clan and check it out as well. This time, Riley Black Fox getting the spotlight as he is a level 7 player up against a level 9 player who has, yes, the Sparky. This is definitely a tough one right here when you're level 7. Probably no legendaries. You can see that Riley doesn't have any legendaries in his deck, but doing a great job of countering that Sparky. That was a really good move right there. It looked like that Ice Spirit was going to throw things off, but it worked out, and the Sparky does not get a shot off on the tower. And you can see that Riley's opponent, none too happy about it. Valkyrie takes out the Musketeer. In comes the Bomber. Riley with that Bomber and the Mega P.E.K.K.A. Mega P.E.K.K.A? Mega Minion. Mega P.E.K.K.A. Card idea next time, Mega P.E.K.K.A. Alright, Mega Minion. Fireball takes out the Bomber. Here comes Sparky. So the Giant by Riley really used offensively and defensively in this replay. You'll notice that the Giant is going to be used to soak up that Sparky damage just to make sure it doesn't get to the tower. Right here, Sparky once again with that Ice Spirit. The Fireball just about finishes off Sparky, and the tower does the rest just in the nick of time. Sparky was fully charged and ready to go, but the Fireball tower damage did the trick and prevents another big shot on that tower. We are down to just about a minute left, and it looks like Riley's opponent, yes, getting ready with another Sparky charge. Sparky from the very back, and Riley going to have to deal with this. There is the Giant, again, going to soak up the damage from the Sparky. The Mega Minion and the Bomber going to try to take it out. The Fireball changes those plans. The Giant is in there about to get annihilated by the tower and the Sparky. Mega Minion is about to go down. Here comes a Giant in front of the Sparky. So this is the dangerous push right here. Giant Sparky moving in after the tower. There's the Bomber to try to help take things down. The Fireball finishes off Sparky, but another one down in its place immediately, and things are not looking good. But then the Fire Spirit's right there to save the day. They prevent Sparky from getting that charge off on the tower. Sparky, another Sparky bites the dust. And now Riley is on the offensive. Counter push, twin Bombers. They could put out a ton of hit points, but the Valkyrie is going to pull double duty booty, and she's going to spin down 2 of those bombers. And as time counts down, the Mini P.E.K.K.A, the fireball stops that push. Another fireball puts the tower down to dangerously low. As we go into overtime, Riley has the lead, but not by much. Just a couple of hits from a giant, or of course 1 Sparky charge, and this battle is all over. Big confrontation on the bridge. Now right here, Riley could have won this with the fireball and the zap, but he used the zap on defense. Maybe it was perfect to hold off the giant, because now check it out, 12 hit points left on the tower, but he can't get there. His opponent's so close with a fireball of his own. There it is, 1 hit point left on Riley's tower. Things look impossible right here, but it's just a matter of who can get the damage off first, and it's Riley dropping the fireball with 27 seconds left in overtime, winning this battle again by 1 hit point. So there it is, you guys. Always an exciting ending. Let me know if you've got a replay like this yourself. I would love to come by your clan and check it out. Thank you guys again for spending a few minutes of your day with me, and thank you for all of the Galamom love. You guys mean the world to me, and I appreciate every last one of you. And of course, I hope to see all of you back here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.